Hello, hello, hello. Well, we are back. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Life Check podcast with Dr. Nicole. I am excited to be here with you where we are turning entrepreneurs from wherever they are currently and they are becoming financially fabulous. Remember, this podcast is here to help you check all things in your life and your business. Every Monday, a new podcast is available for you to download. So I want you to make certain that you subscribe to this podcast so that I can help you make Mondays great again. Well, today's topic, we are going to talk about productivity. So I'm about to check this productivity and give you some tips that is going to take you to a whole nother level so that you can actually start to get these tasks done. Okay, so are you ready? So I'm going to really kind of go through some stuff quick. So make certain that you have a pen and paper down and take these notes so that you can go back and really create a whole entire strategy on implementing this productivity strategy for you. Okay. So first and foremost, I want to talk about your planner. Now, I am right now in the phase of creating a planner. So I have a beta planner that I'm using, and the Life Check Planner 2021 will be available for pre-order. And this planner is going to help you get all of these things together so that you can be more productive both in your life as well as in your business. So one thing that you want to make certain is at this point, make certain that you have a planner that you're able to write tasks, your to-do list. You want to use your planner for everything. I mean, it should be you dump all your ideas, dump notes, everything is in one place. When we start to have things all over the place where we have multiple notebooks, stuff in our phone, we have a note on our computer plus the planner. Now we don't even know where to go. But if you just make certain that you have this stuff in your planner, you're able to go directly to your planner to find whatever that you're working on. And then you're developing the habit to always go back to the planner to write notes, to jot down tasks, to write down all of your meetings, to plan out dinner. Whatever that the case is, everything is in your planner. Now, in my planner, I have the ability to, right at the very beginning, I'm able to lay out my annual goals. Now, for me, myself, I'm not, again, remember in the previous podcast, we talked about realistic expectations. And so realistically, you should plan on no more than 10 annual goals. And those goals should cover a range of areas of your life. So for your life, you should look at what is your business goal and maybe have one or two business goals. Have a social goal. Again, one or two social goals. Have a vocational goal. So like your hobbies. Have a spiritual goal. Have an intellectual goal. Have an emotional goal. Have a marital goal. Have a personal goal. Have a parental goal, and then whatever else that you may have. These are the areas of your life that you want to make certain that you're covering. And then from those areas, then you can start to see what all kind of goals that you have under each one of those areas. My mentor, Dr. Cindy Trim, in one of her books, she actually lays out where you should have a life plan. And in that life plan, you're able to actually write the vision of where you want your life to be in 20 years. And then you start to work backwards. And so from that 20-year mark, where you're able to write this huge vision in each one of those sections of your life. And then from there, you then write down from there, what does it look like in 10 years? What does it look like in 5 years? And then what does that look like in 1 year? And so now you're able to take that 20-year vision and you're able to then now create task this year so that you have a pathway to what your life will look like in 20 years. And I know that sounds like, oh my God, Nicole, right? But honestly, it is doable. And how is it doable? Remember, we talked about the 3 tasks every day. If we did the 3 tasks every day just for 5 days in the week, we will have over 700 tasks completed every year. Just imagine those 700 tasks being completed under the business, social, vocational, spiritual, intellectual, emotional, marital, personal, as well as parental areas of our life. See, that's a lot. Think about that. If we have 8 to 10 areas of our life, we have 700 tasks that's completed. I mean, that's like 7 tasks each area, right? That we're able to really fine tune and get towards something. So I just want you to think about that. So that's what I write right at the beginning of my book. And then from there, I take each goal and I break it down. So I really kind of fine tune the details and I have an understanding of what the goal is. And then it's just not, oh, I want to lose weight, right? No, I need to really be specific on what the goal is. I want to lose 50 pounds by December 2021. That's the goal. So then how am I going to, what are my next steps in that goal, right? So probably my next steps, if I'm trying to lose weight, my next steps may be sign up for a trainer, sign up for a gym, buy a new outfit or buy some gym shoes, make certain that, for me, this may sound strange for you, but, I need to make certain that my hair is done a certain way so that I'm not just sweating out my hair. So I have to be conscious about that. Also, I'm going to schedule it, right? So that's the next step. What is the best time? How many days a week do I want to work out? So all of that I lay out as far as my next steps. And then from there, I have key motivation. So what am I being motivated in order to complete the task, right? To complete this goal, I should say. So if I want to lose weight, what is the key motivation in me losing weight? Well, maybe I want to fit into this beautiful dress that I bought. I want to feel healthier. Maybe it's my cholesterol was up a little bit, so I want to bring that cholesterol down. That's the thing. What do I want to do? I want to eat healthier. I want to live longer for my family, for my friends, and for my husband and my children. I want to feel the healthiest that I've ever felt. Those are key motivators. And then the next thing is, how are you going to reward yourself once you obtain that particular goal, right? Once you actually have that goal is realized, how are you going to celebrate? You need to write that down. And then from that point, there's apps on your phone where you download a health app, right? Where you're able to check in. So now you're able to create a check-in mechanism where you're constantly connecting to a community that is all about that particular goal. So if I'm doing health, right, and fitness, I'm going to do, a health and fitness app where I'm able to check in with my food and check in with my exercise. And then it creates like a streak. So now I'm able to say, hey, guess what? I've done this for 7 days straight. It then becomes a habit. It now becomes a routine. Well, just imagine if you do that same detailed goal planning for every one of your goals, right? The 10 goals that you want to complete this year. Under spirituality, you want to read devotionals. You want to read the Bible in a year. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, you know what? I'm going to download this Bible app that is going to read the Bible to me. But why do I want to do this? Well, I need to spend more time with God. I want to learn His Word. I want to have a newness in my relationship with Him. So it's those type of things. What do you want? We have to make certain that we have goals associated with what you want. Now, another thing that I do is I review my week on Sunday. So I go through and I see how my previous week went. I look at, how good everything went, or what worked, what didn't work, what action items do I want to keep, what action items do I want to leave. Hey, you know what? I did all those things for working out, but I still didn't get to the gym. Or, maybe I got to the gym, but I really didn't like that particular gym. What do I need to do the next week so that I can make certain that I'm in the gym and I'm happy about it? Or maybe it's the time that I'm going. So I need to switch the time that I'm actually going to the gym. However, which way, every Sunday or Saturday, you want to see what did you do that you banged it out. I mean, like you are loving it. You did the task, it worked. But you also have to see what didn't work so that you are able to pivot in the midst of it. Another thing is, what task needs to be done. So I will have a to-do list for the week. Now, this is another thing I want to talk about is, we got to create a better to-do list. A lot of times people have this long, lengthy to-do list, and it just is a never-ending story. I mean, it's like the never-ending song. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. But guess what? You have to create a to-do list that somehow stops. So think about this. What if you just did a to-do list for the week? And then maybe in the back of your planner, you have a master to-do list. So you take the items from the master to-do list and you bring them up every week. Now you're like, okay, well, Dr. Nicole, I kind of get what you're saying, but what are you talking about? So in your master to-do list, you're going to write everything that you have to get done, right? Every single thought process, every single idea that you have, everything that you want to do, both in business, in life, no particular order, no complete sentences. They're just thoughts that you're just randomly writing down. Then after you write all the tasks, I want you to use A, B, C, and D and write next to every one of the tasks and put them in some type of order. So A being is absolutely urgent, it's important, it has to be done. B, it's important, but I don't have to get it done right away. C, hey, I would like to get it done, but it's not anything urgent. And D, hey, it's not urgent. If I do it, fantastic. If I don't, I'm not missing a beat. But these are some things I would still like to get done. So you do that, A through D, A, B, C, D. You line up, you go through that to-do list and mark each task if it's A, B, C, or D. Then after you do that amongst all of the tasks, then now you go back and put next to all of the A's, you go through all the A's, and then you organize all the A's and you put next to the A 1, 2, 3. 1 being has to be done, emergency, needs to be completed ASAP, right? Number 2 needs to be completed. It is important. Number 3, it needs to be completed, but it's not severe to get done, right? So now you're going to put a 1, 2, 3 next to every single A that you have on your master to-do list. So again, working out, it's an A. but it's a 3. It's not an emergency. I need to get it done, need to schedule it, but it's not necessarily for me on the top of my list. I need to work on this website. I need to work and, launch this planner. Well, the planner is going to be a letter A and a number 1. So it's high priority because I need to get this done and printed so that I can get this planner in your hands before 2021. So it is an emergency. So all of my A1s, then I need to every week put all of my A1s down. And then the next week, put all my A2s down. Then the next time, all my A3s, so on and so forth. Or maybe you do all A1s and A2s together. And then the next week you do A3s and B1s together. However, which way you start to then take from the master to-do list and bring them over to a weekly to-do list. So then from that weekly to-do list, then you're able to also say, out of all of these tasks, what are the big 3, right? The major 3 tasks that I need to get done this week. So if I have 10 tasks to get done, what are the top 3 that I cannot not skip? Like, I have to get this done. These are the top 3 that have to be completed before the end of the week. Make certain that you list those during your weekly review so that you understand, not only do I have my weekly to-do list, but I also understand what are my major 3 tasks that I have to get done this week. And then another thing that I look at is self, right? Remember I said before, I'm going to keep repeating it. You have to have oxygen mask on self first. So what are you going to do for yourself this week? How much sleep are you going to get? Are you going to take a nap? How is your eating this week? Planning your meals for the week, or making certain that if you're going to order like a food box, I order purple carrot because I'm a vegetarian. So I order a kit that comes to the house to make it easier for me to cook. I eat different than everyone else in my household. So I cook myself a meal and then I cook the rest of everyone else, my husband, my children. I cook them a meal separate from what I eat. So yeah, that's a lot of work, but hey, how can I make it easier for myself? If I get a box to be delivered to the house for me to eat, and maybe I'll get a separate box of food for them, or I'll call, or I'll order online and get groceries delivered. But however which way, I make certain that the task is completed, is written down, and it's something easy that I'm not stressing about, but I'm ensuring that, hey, what are we eating this week? And I already have planned that out. Also planning out my exercise. How am I moving? How am I exercising? What am I going to do this week? And then who am I going to connect with? My family, my friends, texting people. Remember before I talked about scheduling the text messages or scheduling emails to friends and family members, loved ones, scheduling a time where maybe you all get together. Well, now you start to look at that on a weekly basis. And then last but not least, how are you going to relax? Are you going to schedule yourself a spa day? That's my thing. If you go kickboxing, that gives you relaxation. Maybe you go for a bike ride, that gives you relaxation. You go for a drive, you take a staycation. However which way, understand what it takes for you to relax. But you're planning this out every Sunday for that week. And then from there, I have an understanding of all my tasks that I need to get done for the week. I understand my top 3 tasks that I also need to get done for the week. And now with all of the items that I have on my table, right, on my platform, on my planner, now I can plan my week. So what am I going to do every single day? So I plan my top task for the day, and I write that down each and every day. I line up what schedule I have as far as meeting with customers, clients, having meetings, my phone calls, whatever. I put all of that in my planner so I can see how my week is going to be and where are there openings for me to get these tasks done. And then I'm able to schedule those tasks accordingly. And then that also includes scheduling when we start dinner, right? Scheduling when the laptop is closed and now it is time for the evening routine, or when it's time to open the computer because it's our morning routine. Everything is scheduled. Everything is mapped out. Nothing is going to take you by surprise. Why? Because you're being productive for your week ahead of time. This allows you to understand what meeting notes that you have, that any assignments that you have already promised, you already have that mapped out and you understand when the due date is, and then you will schedule according to the openings in your schedule to get it done before that due date. So you're not having due dates come up and surprise you. You have your entire week planned out. Now, just to talk really quick a little bit more about your morning and evening routine, as well as day, routines throughout the week. I want you to look at the week and your Sunday through Saturday, and I want you to determine, what days work best for you to do what. Again, maybe you're a type of person that says, hey, Mondays, I really need to take off and I am able to work Tuesday through Saturday, or I'm going to work Tuesday through Friday. And I'm going to take Mondays as a self-care day, or I'm going to take half of a Monday as a self-care day. You have to determine these things again ahead of time. And that all is lining up your routines and what your week typically would look like. One thing that through my research and what worked for me, is understanding days that I should work on my business, days that I will work in my business, and days that I'm not working at all. So if, let's just say on Mondays, I'm going to work on my business, like Mondays, Tuesdays, I'm going to work on my business. Wednesdays, I'm going to work in my business. So in other words, on Wednesdays, I'm going to take coaching calls. I'm going to take meetings with clients. And those are the days that I'm going to get the work or the task done to be completed to work with or for my customers. So if that's a Wednesday, Thursday, I do those things. And then Friday is a hodgepodge day where maybe I will review goals and tasks. I'll make certain that I'm working on the business, but I'll also be, taking a few calls, however which way. Saturday for us, we have service. I also have service on Sunday in our church, New Day Ministries International. So all of that is laid out, so I'm not working on the weekends. So I'm not doing work. I'm not doing anything that has to do with work on Saturday or Sunday. It's either church, it's family, it's friends, it's me, however which way, but it is not work on Saturday and Sunday. So I have a routine. I have a routine in regards of what my week looks like. I have a routine for the morning. So when I wake up, I already know, my first thing is to be in prayer, devotionals, listening to sermons, reading the Bible, either which way. Maybe it's prayer and worship while I'm getting dressed, while I'm getting ready. I also have some other things that I read that I'm into. I'm reading a books or I'm going through mentorship program that I've signed up for, however which way. Then I also have that as my morning routine. And then I'm getting ready, right? Getting ready for my day. Some days I cook breakfast, some days I don't. But however which way, I have that time period where I'm getting ready, I'm getting my family together, right? I'm able to spend time with them. And then I have a call with my assistant every day, Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. So I spend at least 30 minutes with her every day. What do we talk about? We go through over her tasks that she's already completed, upcoming tasks that needs to be completed, as well as the tasks that I'm completing. And then any projects and updating on any projects and what is our process and in order to get that project done and how close are we in getting that project done. So we'll spend at least 30 minutes. And then from there, I'm open like from at least between 9:30 until 4 o'clock. So that is my time frame to actually get work done. That's my work day. So either meeting with clients, coaching clients, having meetings, having calls, or also getting work done for the client. But then also, I need time to work on my business or my businesses, right? Putting social media content together, putting processes in place, creating new projects, right? Being creative. I need time for that as well. So that's where that working in the business versus working on the business comes into play. And so that's scheduled during that time between 9 and 4 o'clock. And then about 4:30, it's time for me to wrap things up for the day. It's time for me to, kind of review what task I got done for the day, check those things off. Anything that I haven't gotten done, take those items, put it on to the next day so that I can get those things done that next day. And then I'm done. So by 4:30, 5 o'clock, I'm finished. I'm done with my day. I am cooking dinner, getting the dinner together. Why? Because I already know what we're preparing, right? I already have a meal plan already laid out for the week. How? Because I did that on a Sunday. I laid everything out every week on a Sunday. So even food prep. What do I want to cook? Or, hey, you know what? I know that my husband, he loves spaghetti, so I'm going to cook spaghetti on Tuesday. Or, you know what, they love to go out and get burgers, so they're going to get burgers on Friday. Or however which way, but at least I kind of know what is going on. So if I have to get up, maybe I have to go and run to the grocery store right quick. Guess what? I'm able to do that at 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's no big deal. Go right around the corner, go to the grocery store, pick up whatever I need, come home, cook dinner, and we're eating. So now the goal is to be sitting down, eating by 5:30, 6 o'clock. After that, then now I can go into my routine for the evening, right? Maybe I take my bath, I relax. Again, that's oxygen mask on self time. Whatever that is to help me relax. Maybe I'm back into a book reading, however which way. But at the end of the day, every single piece of my day is structured. So no one else is able to dictate what I'm going to do with my time. I get to dictate what I will do with my time. Well, look, it is that grand and glorious time. I hope this helped you. Just our productivity check. I want you to know that it's going to be okay. I get you feel all over the place, but guess what? Today's affirmation is that you are not too busy. You will, as you unclutter your life, you have freed yourself to answer the call that God has assigned you in your life. So again, as you unclutter your life, you are free. You have freed yourself to answer now the call that God has assigned to your life. It's all about being productive and having the tools to get that thing done. Well, guess what? It's that grand and glorious time. I got to get up out of here. But until the next time, I want you to make certain that you make Monday great and your week becomes fabulous, because why? You are the CEO of your life. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Life Check podcast with your host. It's me, Dr. Nicole Farmer. And guess what? You can reach me on all my social media platforms, Dr. Nicole S. Farmer or Dr. Nicole Farmer. And if you got a question, text me. My phone number is 313-629-7983. And you can also email me at drnicole@drnicolesfarmer.com. I'm here for you. Don't forget that I am your business doctor. I am your life coach. And I am so excited to do life with you. Until next time, peace.